Today's set psalm is Psalm 16. Not one of the best known psalms, perhaps, but it is, I think, a significant psalm, a rather beautiful psalm with some lovely words, phrases and ideas. And it's a psalm that, intriguingly, Peter uses as part of his keynote speech from Acts chapter 2, another reading today, right at the very dawning of Christianity itself. Why does Peter use it? The psalm has a lovely theme running through it. The psalmist has a sense of what salvation is. You might know something about salvation in theory, but to feel it from the heart is what we're all really after. And the psalmist expresses this in Psalm 16, particularly the second half of the psalm from verse 5 that begins, "My boundary lines have fallen in a fair place." And with that thought in mind, I have a wonderful sense of salvation. And the psalmist lists that sense of salvation with about 10 particular points. That phrase, "My boundary lines have fallen in a fair place," we could, I think, translate into a modern idiom. I have a sense that I am in the zone. That's what "my boundary lines have fallen in a fair place" means. Being in the zone is not dependent on geography. It's not dependent on circumstances and what surrounds us. It's about having a deep sense within of God's salvation. And the 10 points that the psalmist lists that go along with this sense of salvation, being in the zone with God, are a sense of his counsel, a sense of his guidance, a sense of his presence, a sense of security in the most meaningful way, inner joy, inner peace, a restful hope, a sense of what true life really is. Ultimately, a sense of fulfillment in life. And finally, a deep sense of well-being going into the future. Being in the zone is what we all need. It's what every person needs, the whole of humanity. And it equates to that spiritual understanding, salvation. And in today's world, a world that can seem out of control and very odd indeed, we need to preserve, if we can, that sense of being in the zone with our Maker. That nevertheless, despite everything that may be going on around us, he has us in the palm of his hand. This is my own rendering of the second half of Psalm 16. The God I am is the measure of all that I see set before me upon my table. You vouchsafe my unfolding journey in life. Where I am is where I'm meant to be. It is good to be here. I am surrounded by beauty. My heart increases to I am. He leads me. He guides me. I am open to his prompting. I am is there, beside and before. I have no cause to fear the way. I am, therefore, bathed in hope, inner joy, and gladness of spirit. Body, mind, and spirits belong to thee. Wherever thou art, there shall I reside. Your intention for us is wholesome. You reveal the true wonders of life, setting the way to fulfillment. Utter contentment and bliss is our destiny, for in that state of being you hold us forever. Amen.